Two teams out onto the pitch. Keylor Navas back from the ball rolling with Melilla in the blue.
That defense, a poor header.
Navas again, a gift, rifled up and over. Real Madrid getting a bit sloppy, and that time it was Cosme from distance.
Yeah, it looks like Melilla is trying to apply a high press here. They know that the ball at the feet of Keylor Navas is not necessarily
right backs. Carvajal playing on his off foot. Ball from distance, touch to the corner. Might not have been intentional, but Mission, the teenager, almost knocks it in.
Oh, well done here. I agree with you, Phil. I don't think this is intentional, but it almost goes.
Still a chance, but now Real Madrid, and they are looking long, quickly. Asensio dropping back Moreno. Defense comes in. Asensio back, trickled across, blasted by Isco, denied by Pedro.
Between the defenders in the midfield to open things up. This is great ball out wide to Asensio. See, look at Isco break open free right there. Well done. I thought Asensio was actually going to take the shot with his left foot, because when he cut inside, he had opened up his hips, opened up that space, especially to go far post. Oscar Garcia is just kind of teetering, waiting for a through ball.
Cutting back nicely, blasted over the corner by Mission. Well, you can see why the Spanish youth national team called him up. The 18-year-old is a handful here.
Got a little bit lucky there on the deflect.
Skips through Isco. Like he didn't even see it coming. Strong challenge by Asensio. Here's Odriozola bursting into the goal line, slapped away by Segura, and out for the corner.
Desperate.
Big names out there in a match that is relatively meaningless. Chance on the turn. Vinicius! And Pedro Luis pushes it wide.
Well, Vinicius did a good job of getting it dominant, especially at home. On the road, obviously not as dominant, but you would still like them to exert themselves.
Good run, Vinicius. Pedro Luis slips. The ball tackled away at the last moment to deny Mariano. It'll be a corner when it looked to be a certain goal.
Oh, well done. To get over. Once that ball gets through to Vinicius, Mariano as the center forward.
At Real Madrid now is Marcos Llorente. Marco Asensio dances to the inside, slots it in. Isco, help wide, pulls it back, dish off Vinicius, and it's into orbit.
Oh, well done by Marco. Youngster to break, and it just takes time. And Real Madrid fans need to be patient as well.
Asensio hitting the accelerator, cuts to his left, and slots that one home. The dam finally breaks, and Real Madrid up by 1.
And we've been talking about how well Melilla's defense has been able to stop Real Madrid, keeping themselves pretty aware of his skill set. Look how far he runs. All that space, no one marks him. When you let a player like Asensio run all that way, look how deep he gets into the penalty area before he shoots it. This is an easy finish from Marco Asensio. And too much space for Melilla's defense. Asensio just blazing past that midfield. He scores goals harder than this in practice or in training. And for the first 20-25 minutes,
beautiful from Vinicius, looking for his debut. Back to Asensio, who makes it 2.
Oh, Vinicius, to borrow an expression from basketball, he just broke the ankles. They wanted him from Flamengo. They paid a good amount for him. Look what he does to the defender here. Just completely just breaks the ankles, easily dancing around him. And Marco Asensio with the finish, and well done also by Mariano. Mariano, look, he draws 2 defenders toward him. Creates a little bit of space, clears out enough space for Marco Asensio to put his left boot into it.
Asensio chipping it in nicely, touched off the underside of the crossbar and into the net. It's Javi Sanchez, the young defender, with his debut goal.
That's a defender. showing that touch and finish. And look at Asensio, head up, he sees what's happening and he's just onside. And then great goal there by Javi Sanchez, but a beautiful ball over the top by Marco Asensio. 2 goals and assists for him. Just under the crossbar, well done by Javi Sanchez, great technique.
Look at that though, you're right, it's not just hit and all. Isco's there, it will be Asensio, and it will be high.
Asensio, well done.
And here the man who had been in that role until Llorente burst onto the scene. Getting it back, Ceballos and Isco. Isco! Oh my!
Finally getting his goal. Remember, he tried a pretty smooth chip a la Eric Cantona in the first half. And Isco getting his goal here in the second half. There was a lot of talk that maybe Isco and Santiago Solari weren't getting along, had a little bit of a beef. Oh, but what a spectacular golazo. This is what Isco is capable of when you give him time and space. What does Ray call him? Disco Isco? Oh, he's dancing tonight with that goal there. Just perfect technique. Nothing Pedro Luis could.
Post Sociedad, traveled to Betis, and then in a Seville double dip, welcome Sevilla to the Bernabeu. And that might be their next tough match. There might be a test or two before, but until you get to that late January showdown against Sevilla. Loose inside, Vinicius. Denied again by Pedro Luis, and he can't turn the rebound home.
Unfortunate for Vinicius, but he's getting closer.
Ink the cross, and you'll get a second chance here. Delicate touch, but it carries Asensio. Looking for his third. Sets up Vinicius, back to Asensio on his left. A sliding tackle by Mahanan. Out for Valverde, and the bounder bounces wide.
Asensio.
Threaded forward. Odriozola took the touch, bumped from behind, and, well, with an 8-goal aggregate lead, it would take a Scrooge of a referee to point to the spot. Although there were
a place of glory at the first team of Real Madrid.
Mariano continues to run. Cuts back again to his right. The shot deflected high into the air by Ricci and out for the corner. You could tell Solari electing to hit the accelerator though. Flipped wide, Asensio. Vinicius tries to drag through two. Gets there, low to the near post. Gets the rebound, and it trickles home. Vinicius, well, the Bernabeu will dance with him. It's 5-0 Real Madrid.
He finally gets his goal, but it starts with Marco Asensio getting the ball in his own defensive half, running at that Melilla defense. He lays it off of Vinicius. A little bit lucky, but when you're aggressive going forward toward goal, luck will usually go your way in terms of getting the goal. But Asensio did well to lay it off to Vinicius. Look at that deflection. Came off of Mahanan. Was able to get it back off the rebound. And that's what happens when you are aggressive going toward goal. You get your reward. And even Pedro Luis, after the first save,
almost stops this one.
Yeah, he has been, okay, you say 5 goals. Let's say the goalkeeper. He's been very good in this game, Pedro Luis. And then Vinicius. It's the samba for the Brazilian.
8 minutes and change to go. Still a sub to go as well. Ball in the middle, low, off the post, it skips up, and Martin denied by the woodwork. Another chance from Melilla far side, and grabbing it at that six. Take another look. Beautiful from Martin, and it was Keylor Navas. Maybe a slight deflection, taking it to what Asensio was able to do.
It's the Arjen Robben.
Nice ball through for Cosme, bursts inside, slammed away by Vallejo, and it's a foul in the box. A chance now as Yacine Kazmi with the foul inside, whistled by Albirola, and a chance to get that goal of honor. Running in to Javi Sanchez. He does stick the leg out, and it's hard to argue.
Clear foul there.
Yacine Kazmi from Paris to Madrid in the most circuitous of fashions, but straight to the back of the net. The lone goal for Melilla, and the fans who have made the trek celebrate. 5-1 on the day, 9-1 in aggregate, but they will always have that goal.
Well done by Yacine Kazmi, first of all, to draw that penalty. Some great footwork in the penalty area to get himself available where he can go down, get fouled, make the contact.
Just you always sense with his style there's that vulnerability. Curling run by Fran Garcia, timed it well, but now waiting for help. Across the 18, beautiful settle by Isco! And you're not going to see many prettier goals than that. The 10 spot for Real in the tie, 6-1 on the day.
Isco with the brace. And how about Fran Garcia? Very smart run. Melilla pushing men up, leaving all kinds of space. When that back line is so high against it, out wide to Fran Garcia. Well behind, well onside, well behind the Melilla defense, and then Isco picking out a little bit of space, hustling to get into a position to get set up. Look at, he runs toward Fran Garcia to make himself available. Surrounded by 4 Melilla defenders, and it doesn't matter. They collapse on him late, and nothing Pedro Luis could do about it. A brilliant performance. Very.
Reguilon doing a good job stepping up for Marcelo this year. Ball in for Asensio. Offside wouldn't have counted, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a dent in the crossbar. Approaching. Ball cleared for Pepe Romero, but it's on the wrong side of the laces, and it bounds wide, and that might do it. Asensio started with back-to-back goals, set up Sanchez all in a 6-minute flurry. Then Isco, Vinicius, Kazmi.